Stand by. 4, 3, 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we flip prompter? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. I just noticed that. Sorry.
We'll try it one more time.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Stand by. 2.
Hi, welcome to Flickr Footnotes. I'm Jerrod Kingery. With me is Kiko Martinez, the CineSnob. Also joining us again this week is Cody Villafana.
Right.
I said it correctly this time.
After like 30 takes.
After 30 takes, a lot of mispronunciations.
Remember, there's no tilde on it, on the N.
But you
There
say
is.
Fanya.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there is.
Well, then
You just messed it all up already. Anyway,
Never mind.
the show is sponsored by Santikos. Hey, Hunger Games is coming. Everybody, Hunger Games fans here? Anybody? Anybody?
Nobody read
Monica?
the books?
Where's Monica?
She's
Monica's a
not
Hunger
here.
Games
Martin
fan.
said yes.
Oh, Chris Martin, our director, is a Hunger Games fan. Tickets are already on sale for the Hunger Games. If you can believe that, I read the book, but maybe I missed out on the phenomenon.
I already saw Running Man. So.
We're running it. Okay. Anyway, so you can go to santikos.com to buy your tickets. As of right this second, there's 28 days left until Hunger Games is released. Meanwhile, we've got 2 new movies this week. First up, we've got Wanderlust.
Our car is at the bottom of a lake.
So, George, I hear Eva asked to intercourse with you.
What? Yeah. Thanks, Seth.
All right, this stars Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston. A Manhattan couple decides to experiment with living on a rural commune where free love rules. So what did both of you guys think?
Well, you know, when it comes to like the fish out of water story, this kind of takes the same, same route as those type of movies, but kind of gives it a different kind of flair. Paul Rudd, I know you have a man crush on him.
I love Paul Rudd. I laugh at everything he says. And if you were I was sitting behind you last night, both of you last night, and I was just giggling like a little girl.
Right, I heard. I was like, who's that little girl giggling?
Why'd they let a child into this R-rated movie? And no, it's Jerrod.
Right, but I mean, you're right. Paul Rudd is really funny. Ken Marino as well, who's a co-writer of this film, does a great job in this movie. Jennifer Aniston does all right.
Well, she's sort of the outsider to this bunch.
Right.
This is kind of a well-contained group of people that have been doing comedy for years now, almost 2 decades, starting with The State on MTV,
Right.
going on to Role Models and
Wet Hot American Summer.
Wet Hot American Summer, and on Adult Swim, Children's Hospital, if you're familiar with that. But yeah, so she's sort of the big name mainstream star that they brought in to
kind of balance everybody out.
to drive more tabloid headlines and Us Weekly cover stories.
That's true.
Anyway, continue on. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I think Paul Rudd did a great job. Again, he rarely does wrong unless he's starring in a movie with Eva Longoria or something like that.
Even that one, he had some funny lines. I think he got to write a few of his lines in that movie.
But I know Cody knows a little bit about like Ken Marino's partnership with the director.
Yeah, Ken Marino has been, he's on Children's Hospital.
Right.
And, he worked on Wet Hot American Summer, and it was in The State too. So for me, Ken Marino is hilarious. He steals every scene he's in the movie.
He kind of plays kind of the bumbling jerk.
Which he's
brother.
great at.
Yeah.
Especially if you've seen Party Down.
Party
he
Down
plays that amazingly.
with his Super Crackers franchise. Right?
Yes.
So this is by the director of the guy that did
Role Models.
Role Models.
David Wayne.
David Wayne. So you get kind of that. There's a dirty sense of humor to it.
Right.
I mean, of course.
This is a little more risque than Role Models. Role Models, I think, played a little safer, probably because there were so many kids, I guess, in Role Models.
I think so too. I think that when it comes to like making kids cuss, there's limitations to that. Which
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Bobby J. Thompson in Role Models, just hilarious.
Right.
I don't think anybody in a movie I've laughed at cussing more than him. I guess. I guess seeing a 9-year-old boy cuss in a movie is inherently funny. And this also includes a little cameo from his David Wayne. David Wayne has a cameo in this along with the other 2 guys from Stella.
Yeah. Michael Showalter and Michael Ian Black.
Yeah. Who and I would watch that newscast.
Oh yeah.
I work in news, but I would watch that newscast all the time. Anyway, so what did you ultimately think of the movie?
well, I think that the first hour was really, really funny. There was a lot of consistent jokes and consistent laughter that I heard from you as well as myself. The last 30 minutes kind of died down for me. I thought that there was a few hit and miss jokes that didn't work. And I think that they kind of, it didn't overplay on the hippie jokes. Like there wasn't a girl that, didn't shave her armpits or something like that, But there was a few things that, like there was a scene where a girl has a baby on her own, well, I mean, there was sometimes they took the easy way out, I think, and sometimes they didn't.
No, aren't they? They are sort of working the template, I guess. Just to, like, here's the hippie commune, throw some jokes at it. And I guess lots of comedies suffer from the same thing, where by the third act they have to okay, it's time to wrap up the plot, and this is probably one of them. But I thought the laughs stayed consistent pretty much the whole way through, personally. But maybe that's just me and my Paul Rudd love. Who doesn't look a day older than he was in Clueless, by the way. That's impressive. He has a spell on him or something. Anyway, so grades, both of you.
I'm giving this a solid B.
Solid B?
B minus for me.
B minus? I would go with the B plus. We have the full spectrum of Bs for...
which ultimately comes down to the average of the regular
Well, there you go.
B,
so a B.
So thank you.
A B. It's well worth your time, I think.
Yeah, I think
it's funny. So. Unlike our next movie, Act of Valor.
This is a bunch of real-life Navy SEALs. An elite team of Navy SEALs embarks on a covert mission to recover a kidnapped CIA agent. Now, Cody and I didn't get a chance to see this, unfortunately.
You sent me to see this.
So I sent you to see it. And what I want to know is this. Is this a recruiting video for the U.S. military?
I would have to say yes. But if so, that means that every 80s action movie was also a recruitment video, a recruitment film for the U.S. military.
But those 80s movies are over the top. I mean, when you're...
This is over the top, too.
Okay,
If you don't know the premise, it stars real-life active-duty Navy SEALs. And there's no doubt Navy SEAls are awesome, right?
Right.
You know, I mean,
right.
Regardless of your political affiliations or whatever, this is the elite. These are elite soldiers. Mm-hmm. They're not actors, and it shows. And unfortunately, it's a huge distraction from the movie, which features a lot of cool, I guess, real live fire stunts.
Right.
A lot of real bullets being fired. I don't know why, because you could make a perfectly fake bullet in a movie, and nobody's going to know, because nobody's seeing anybody get shot.
But it's cool to have that in the press release.
Well, it's obvious. This is obviously a jazzed up B movie, with a huge gimmick. The gimmick is that it stars real life Navy SEALs, and I feel it's kind of a cheat to I guess military and military family members. It sort of plays marketing for this film has sort of been, this is a tribute to real heroes, and it's really not. It's really just a cheeseball action movie that happens to star real Navy SEAls, because you've got the standard scenery-chewing villain who's just a madman that wants to destroy the world. You've got the guy that has the huge yacht that just loves his family.
Is there a love story?
There is not a love story, but there is a well, let's see, sort of the guy who just wants to get back home to his wife who's going to have a baby, and you're like, oh, something bad is going to happen to this guy. It's just terrible foreshadowing, and unfortunately, I feel a lot of people are going to get duped by this because it is just a bad action movie. There's no real patriotism involved here, other than the fact that that these guys are real-life Navy SEAls, and it doesn't really extend beyond that. It doesn't really do a service to them or their families, frankly, beyond marketing.
Right, but is it better than the Sylvester Stallone? What is it?
Expendables.
Expendables.
You know what? I haven't actually seen the Expendables. It's in my Netflix queue.
Right.
I can't imagine it's more fun than the Expendables.
Well, I mean, when it comes to like getting real people to play these real people, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, you want the realism to come out, but if they're real people trying to act, that's where
the problem, I think, was setting this up as a fictional story as opposed to, I guess, sort of a docudrama thing.
Right.
By putting these people in the framework of I guess characters, for lack of a better word, because you don't really know anything about any of these guys. two guys talk almost the same, and one guy has a wife that he wants to get home to. And that's really all the characterization you get. And you stick him in this standard B-movie plot about trying to save the world, then you really don't. I don't understand why you needed real Navy SEALs for this.
The big question for me is, does the movie end with the American flag raising up in the sunset?
There is. I'm pretty sure there is a sun-dappled American flag somewhere in the film. It really is a gimmick, and it's unfortunate because we've talked to a lot of people already that have been
touched by it,
by it, or looking to be touched by it, and I don't really think it does the service that it should.
Mm-hmm. So what would you give this?
I'd have to give it a D.
Ooh, that's bad.
A D. All right. Also, let me hang my notes back. That was pretty slick. There's also a couple other movies this week that we didn't get to screen. First up is Tyler Perry's Good Deeds.
What?
Which should tell you enough, all you need to know right there anyway.
Tyler Perry has never allowed critics to see one of his movies that he's released.
Really?
Not one.
Really?
I know that.
He's not in drag this time.
No, he's not.
He hasn't been in drag in a while, I don't think.
I really
Since
don't
last
know
year.
yeah, and also is out this week is Gone, starring Amanda Seyfried. This also didn't screen, and also along with Tyler Perry has no reviews on Rotten Tomatoes yet, which means they're.
What a generic title, right?
Gone.
I mean,
is this like the prequel to Gone Baby Gone?
Probably not.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, we didn't get to see those. Tyler Perry. I mean, come on. We know you know the deal by now, right? You're either a Tyler Perry fan or you're not.
Right. And I don't know. I know I'm not. Cody?
I've never seen a Tyler Perry movie.
The only Tyler Perry movie I've seen is Star Trek.
Wow.
Yeah.
So y'all can't even have
you go
I've
see
seen
them,
all of them,
like on
and
your
I
own
hate
time.
all of them.
On your own time.
It's your
Right.
own fault.
Yeah.
It's my own fault. But at least I can say, I have.
So you can throw it back in somebody's face that yes, they're all terrible.
Right.
Instead of going with the public consensus.
Well, he did produce Precious, which was good.
But so did Oprah.
That doesn't count, though.
Yeah.
He didn't direct it or write it.
Yeah.
That's
or
true. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's not working.
And he's going to be in that new. He's the new Alex Cross. That makes me mad. That makes me mad.
I would be, if I was Morgan Freeman, I'll do it again.
It was supposed to be Idris Elba.
I like Idris Elba.
I love Idris Elba, and that would have been so awesome. But now we have Tyler Perry. Anyway, read the Alex Cross books, or don't. They're kind of bad, but they're fun. Anyway, your DVD pick this week.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with any of the movies that we saw this week, but it came out on Tuesday.
It sort of does. It sort of does. I was thinking about this last night, because it's sort of commune-y, like Wanderlust.
Oh, that makes sense.
When Justin Thoreau was playing the guitar, all I could think of was John Hawkes playing the guitar.
But not so creepy. Oh, maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
Anyway, my DVD pick of the week is an indie film called Marcy May Marlene, and it stars Elizabeth Olsen, who is the less popular Olsen sister.
Is she the less popular or the one that's
talented?
Most talented,
Yeah.
less popular.
Are they really that popular anymore?
Well, they're billionaires.
Yeah.
Well, but okay.
Anyway, this is a movie about a girl that tries to escape a commune or a cult that she's
More of a
involved
cult,
in.
yeah.
And it's very creepy, plays around with reality and dreamlike sequences, and it's a really good movie. It was in my top 10. It was in Cody's top 10 last year, so check it out.
It wasn't in mine because I had to put Captain America in there. Right. But I really liked the movie. I did like the movie. Hey, tomorrow, today is February 23rd, tomorrow February 24th. February 24th, Friday, means that it is 21 days until 21 Jump Street is released. So Sony sent us this cool little locker.
What's inside it?
It has...
Does it have a Letterman?
No. It has a blue book. Remember blue books? I didn't use these in high school. I used them in college. You ever used a blue book? Ever?
I've used one once.
You never used a blue book? Who used a blue book? Michael? Everybody here used a blue book.
What's the difference between that and the black and white one?
This is like a test.
Yeah, it's like for tests and essays and stuff.
God, Kiko went to apparently... Where'd you go to school? Anyway, a blue book, some breath mints that has something dirty on it. I can't do it. It has there's a 21 Jump Street pen, a pocket protector with a flash drive in it, and a
Miranda rights.
Miranda rights.
Oh, there's questions in this book.
You have the right to remain silent Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Does anybody have their Miranda rights read to them ever here? Anybody?
No.
Okay, that's kind of.
I have a question for you though. Number 1, how do you carry your textbooks? A, in a backpack. B, no bag, books under your arm. Or C, in a messenger bag.
I have a messenger bag, but I don't have any textbooks.
So you go
Wait, is that a question?
Yeah,
or a
that's
survey?
question.
How do you answer that?
Well, I don't know.
So it's just a survey.
Yeah, it's a survey, and then at the end,
What's going on here?
oh, there's an answer key. I don't
What?
know.
Wait, what? How
Makes
can you
no
answer
sense.
wrong? I don't know. Anyway, can put this back in there. This is making me angry. Anyway, 21 Days Until 21 Jump Street.
Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, a skinny Jonah Hill.
Skinny Jonah Hill.
I think it's his first skinny movie, isn't it?
That's
I
right.
believe so. I think he got skinny for this movie. Anyway, we've also got some passes to see John Carter, formerly John Carter of Mars.
This movie has been in the making for like 30 years.
So this is from like the 1920s, isn't it? The story.
80
No, this
years.
is this is from Edgar Rice Burroughs, so it's even older than that.
Yeah, it's a lot. older
Anyway,
than that.
they're determined to make Taylor Kitsch a star between this and Battleship. Anyway, I liked him in Friday Night Lights.
I don't know if it's
Friday
gonna
Night
work.
Lights?
Yeah, he was great in that.
Anyway, Santico Silverado, Monday, March 5th, 7:30 p.m. Passes are at the station while supplies last. And you got anything else?
I got
Lloyd?
John Carter tickets at CineSnob.net as well, so check it out. And
You can read
Oscars?
all of our stuff at CineSnob.net.
yeah, and don't forget to watch the Oscars this weekend.
That's right.
My
If-
pick is the artist to win.
I'd have to go with the artist also.
Easy pick.
Easy pick. But I hope the Muppets song wins.
I do too, and I want the Muppets to come out and sing it. Hopefully,
They're not going to.
I mean, darn.
The presenting, I
Rats.
think. I think.
All right, that's all the time we have for this week. We'll see you next week. Bye. That got really long, didn't it?